Hello and welcome to Donghua Recommendations, where I drop weekly must-watch Donghua for true fans. Whether you're into deep cultivation, sci-fi cultivation, or slow-burn romance Donghua, this channel has you covered. So don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss a recommendation. And today, I'm bringing you the best new Donghua you can binge watch in 2026. Perfect to enjoy alone or with friends and family. Let's get into the list. Number 7. Huang, Taoist of the Gu World. Huang, Taoist of the Gu World is a psychological cultivation Donghua that blurs the line between reality and madness. This series is based on the Chinese web novel Dao Gui Yi Shen, Dao of the Bizarre Immortal, written by Foxtail's pen. The story follows Li Huang, a high school student with a terrifying ability. Whenever he closes his eyes, he enters a strange and grotesque cultivation world. In that world, he's captured by a figure he calls Master and is treated not as a disciple, but as a living medicine, a human cauldron that could be refined into a pill at any moment. But when Li Huang opens his eyes, he wakes up in a psychiatric hospital. The doctors tell him the cultivation world is nothing more than a hallucination, a symptom of his severe mental illness. They insist the immortal realm, the cultivators, and the horrors he sees are all creations of his broken mind. Huang is not a typical cultivation Donghua. It's dark, it's unsettling, and it messes with your mind long after the episode ends. If you enjoy psychological cultivation, unreliable reality, and horror-infused immortality stories, this is a must-watch. Number 6. Deep Space Beyond, Sci-Fi Cultivation Fantasy. Deep Space Beyond is a sci-fi cultivation Donghua that explores a future where modern technology-based cultivation techniques have nearly replaced the ancient arts passed down for thousands of years. In this new era, old cultivation is seen as outdated, slow, inefficient, and on the brink of extinction. But Wang Xuan is different. He is a rare prodigy who still practices the ancient cultivation techniques, methods that many believe no longer have a place in this world. By accident, Wang Xuan becomes involved with a mysterious organization known as Mi Lu, a shadowy force operating between technology, cultivation, and the unknown. Through dangerous missions, the seizure of powerful relics, and brutal battles against users of advanced new techniques, Wang Xuan begins to uncover the hidden truth behind ancient cultivation, a power far deeper than anyone imagined. As his journey continues, he faces celestial beings, secret experiments, and forces that reach beyond the planet itself. With a great crisis looming over humanity, Wang Xuan makes a daring decision. He steps beyond the limits of Earth and enters the starry sky, where cultivation meets the vastness of space, and survival depends on how far he's willing to push himself. Deep Space Beyond delivers high-stakes action, sci-fi world-building, and a fresh take on cultivation, where technology and immortality collide. If you enjoy futuristic cultivation, space exploration, and protagonists who challenge an entire era, this Donghua deserves a spot on your watch list. Number 5. Above the Great Tao. Above the Great Tao, also known as Transcending the Great Tao, is a horror and mystery Donghua that dives deep into the supernatural side of cultivation. Produced by Tencent Animation and Comics, this series abandons flashy power-ups and instead builds fear through atmosphere, secrets, and the unknown. The story begins with Chen Shi, a young man living in the quiet and isolated Huangpo village. But something is terribly wrong. Every single day, Chen Shi's grandfather worships his own memorial tablet as if he were already dead. As night falls, ghostly shadows roam the village, whispers echo through empty paths, and the line between the living and the dead begins to blur. At the heart of the mystery lies the ancient tomb of the true king, a forbidden place surrounded by terrifying legends and unspeakable secrets buried beneath time itself. The deeper Chen Shi investigates, the more he realizes that Huangpo village is not protected by tradition. It is sealed by fear. Above the Great Tao blends cultivation mythology, supernatural horror, and slow-burning mystery into a chilling story where every answer raises even more questions. If you enjoyed dark folklore, ghost-filled villages, and cultivation stories that feel genuinely unsettling, this Donghua will keep you watching in silence. Number 4. Spirit Realm Walker. Spirit Realm Walker is an action-packed supernatural Donghua that blends cultivation, horror, mystery, and survival into one dangerous world. Produced by Tencent Animation and Comics and animated by Motion Magic, the same studio behind Battle Through the Heavens and Tiger and Crane, this series is expected to release between 2025 and 2027. The story follows Zhang Wenqing, an ordinary university student living a normal life, until he receives a mysterious black character card. With no explanation, Zhang Wenqing is dragged into the spirit realm, a hidden world that has existed since ancient times, separated from ordinary humanity. The spirit realm is filled with monsters, cursed rules, deadly trials, and moral tests where one wrong decision can mean instant death. Confused by the system's mechanics, Zhang Wenqing soon realizes that moral value is not a joke. It determines survival, power, and fate itself.
Number 3. Paper Bride. Paper Bride is a chilling horror mystery Donghua adapted from the famous Chinese game franchise. Released in 2023 and available on iQEI, the story is set during the early Republic of China era, where superstition, folklore, and fear control everyday life. The story follows Ma Bukwai, a man who returns to his hometown only to become entangled in a series of brutal murders and a dark family history that refuses to stay buried. Everything begins with an underworld marriage, a ghostly ritual meant to bind the living and the dead. Soon after, a paper bride meant for the deceased appears to come back to life, bringing terror, death, and unanswered questions with her. As Ma Bukwai investigates deeper, he is forced to confront ancient customs, haunted traditions, and the terrifying truth behind the paper bride legend.
12年前
Number 2. Sword Snowstride. Sword Snowstride, also known as Fierce Blade in the Snow, is an epic martial arts and cultivation Donghua set to release between 2026 and 2027, with 26 episodes in Season 1, produced by Tencent Animation/WeTV. Animated by Build Dream Studio, the same studio behind Renegade Immortal, this series is adapted from the legendary web novel Xu Zhang Han Dao Xing, written by Fenghuo Shi Ju Ho, the same author of Sword of Coming. The story follows Xu Fengyan, the carefree and unconventional son of Xu Shao, the fearsome king of Northern Liang, the most powerful and militarized region in the realm. In an era of chaos, steppe kingdoms rise with murderous intent, rebellions threaten the empire, and war looms on every horizon. While his father crushes enemies and stabilizes the realm, Xu Fengyan wanders the land, traveling, training, and quietly sharpening his blade. But as political conspiracies tighten and a crisis erupts on the road to a neighboring province, Xu Fengyan is pushed to reveal who he really is. The outcome of this journey will decide not just his fate, but the fate of the entire realm. Number 1. The Sacred Ruins. The Sacred Ruins is a post-apocalyptic cultivation Donghua that redefines what power, survival, and humanity truly mean. The story follows Chu Feng, an ordinary young man whose graduation trip turns into the beginning of the Great Change. As ancient ruins awaken, the earth undergoes a violent transformation. Mountains shift, oceans recede, spiritual energy returns. Plants and beasts gain intelligence, myths and legends walk the land once more, and some humans awaken powers beyond imagination. Civilization does not disappear, it evolves. Factions rise, territories are claimed, and the struggle between beasts and mankind begins. Chu Feng grows from an eccentric and underestimated youth into a formidable warrior, forming brotherly bonds, facing deadly enemies, and stumbling into both hilarious and life-threatening situations. But beneath the action lies a deeper mystery. Why was the world destroyed in the first place? What triggered this earth-shattering transformation? And what truth hides behind the process of evolution itself? Written by Chen Dong, one of Qidian's top authors, The Sacred Ruins avoids cheap reincarnation cliches and instead delivers a slow-burn story that becomes richer and more intense with every arc. If you want post-apocalyptic cultivation, ancient ruins, evolving powers, and a world where legends come alive, The Sacred Ruins stands as the #1 Donghua to watch.